So I would like to share my personal story, which is at the heart, the why of the charity. It actually explains why we are doing what we are doing. And that is based on my personal life story. So, born as a Muslim in a Pakistani neighborhood and customs, I entered into a 13-year long abusive marriage, abusive in all its forms. And I used to go back to my parents asking for help and telling them that I cannot tolerate this anymore. And they used to send me back saying that in our culture, as a part of our tradition, a woman once married can only come out of her house in the form of a dead body. So one fine day, I didn't have a choice. I committed suicide, took the pills, landed up in the hospital. And the doctors who were treating me found torture marks on my body. They called up the police. And police approached my parents asking whether they want to press charge against my ex, and my parents not only sent the police back, they sent me back. So this is the type of culture that I grew up with. The first time ever that I took the strength and the courage to really fight out against the system was when my eldest daughter, an 8-year girl at the time, she asked me, "Mama, why are you going through this?" And from my perspective, I just needed that little push, that reason to really do something about it. I approached the lawyer, and the lawyer said that you're lucky. The law has changed. Now you can ask for divorce, and the law would give you divorce in 3 months' time. But what I realized when I entered into that legal court was that the law has changed, but the practice has not. I entered into 3-year long battle of character assassination, end to end, changing of lawyers by myself, because my ex used to bribe the lawyers, the family and the friends' pressure. So at the end of the 3-year period, when I finally got the divorce, I had given up on the system. I went to Dubai in search of job, but I could not find an equivalent job that could take care of me and my children. My children were really connected with me at the time, and I was working as senior vice president as the second largest bank in Pakistan. So I came back and I decided that let's fine, I'll continue here. But when I came back, my ex applied for the custody of the children through the court. At that point of time, I didn't have any strength, any courage. It was at my weakest at that point of time. I went to the court and I gave up the custody of my children with my own hands to my ex. And I left the country. I had given up on not only the system, the religion, the family, the friends, the fellow country. In fact, an end to end, I became like a rebel. But when I started to understand and read about the holy book, the Quran, I realized that this is not what the divine is saying. So ever since then, I made it my life mission to not let endure what I had gone through. I made this organization by the name of Waqt. Waqt in our language basically means it's time. Enough is enough. And the whole idea of Waqt was worldwide Quran thinkers was to tell everyone that pick up the book, read the book by yourself. And Waqt Masjid is the practical arm of Waqt. And when we say Waqt Masjid, Waqt stands for Waqt, and Masjid is a place where we are following the divine laws. And the divine laws that we are following at Waqt Masjid are only two. The one is whatever we are given, be it in terms of our effort or health or abilities or wealth or money or our skills, whatever we are given as a trustee, as a caretaker. It's the due right of others. So volunteering is really central to what we're doing at Waqt Masjid. And the second is that we cannot judge another human being. We are asked to connect people based on what makes us human, which is love and compassion and care and justice for everyone. So if you look at Waqt Masjid, even words like blessed or God Almighty or God are avoided, considering that there may be people who might not believe in the divine. So the idea is to connect people with each other. And with respect to my children, I kept on fighting for the custody of the children, got them reunited with me after 8 years. But when they got reunited, I realized two things. Since it was an 8-year gap, I'm not a mother to them anymore. I'm getting there. I am there. I will be there. And the second is that all of them are diagnosed with various forms of mental health conditions such as OCD, ADHD, anxiety. So I have made it my life mission, because when I was going through all of that, I tend to ask myself, why me? But now what I have gotten from all of that suffering is a much bigger, grandeur purpose to connect the communities with each other, so that no mother has to go through what I went through. No person in our community should feel isolated. That is the aim, the vision, the why of this charity.